Alright guys, welcome back to another Lorcana video. I wasn't planning on recording this match, but when I saw who I was playing against, I figured I probably should. So I mulligan the two beasts and the two princes. I thought I was up against Steelsong, as that's what he usually plays. The hand I mulliganed into here is really not that great. I also alt-tabbed to go to my OBS so I could record this game. So I missed what he inked on his first turn. So that information I actually didn't have during the game. So this will be the first time I'm actually seeing what he inks here. I kind of wish I saw it in real time because it will affect my game a little bit. Alright, so he inks Minnie Mouse Stylish Surfer. So right then and there, he's not playing Steelsong. But I still thought he was actually playing Steelsong here. I don't really know what he would be playing off of just the Minnie Mouse Stylish Surfer. It could be Ruby Amethyst. It could be Amber Ruby. I'm not sure, but I didn't see him ink that card. So anyway, I'm going to play the Kita. I'm going to pass a turn. Oh, and for those of you that don't know, BDeCandio, whatever, however you pronounce his name, he is probably the most successful Lorcana player to date. Now he inks a Peter Pan and plays a Lantern there, and then he plays a Stitch. And I don't know what he's doing, but I probably should have. If I had seen his ink on the first turn and was paying more attention, wasn't alt-tabbing to record this game, I think I would have pieced together what he was playing, and I would have inked the Bare Necessities here. But I don't have a turn 2 play anyway. So what I do is I ink the Strength of a Raging Fire and I play the Bare Necessities, and then I see that he is playing an all-character deck with Mufasa, Stitch, Peter Pan, Tinkerbell. So this whiffs, of course, and that's not good. You don't want to whiff with the Bare Necessities. If I had been paying closer attention, I would have inked it. I give him the well played and I pass the turn. My hand is not good for what I'm up against, and I imagine that on the draw versus the hand that he has, I'm pretty much in big trouble. This is my weakest matchup playing a Tiana deck. I mean, my whole deck is really to take advantage of all the decks that are very, very spell heavy. Steelsong being one of them, which is what he usually plays. I guess he's testing a new deck. So that's unfortunate for me, but I'm still glad to be playing against this person. So we'll see what we can do. We're going to play the Prince, no reason to bodyguard him, and then we're going to pass the turn. I wish that I had those two other princes, I think. Well, I actually wish that I had gotten some early drops. I have a whole ton of 1 and 2 drops. I just didn't see any, so that kind of sucks. He's going to get in there with Tinkerbell, play the Mufasa. I'll go in with the Prince. And here I don't really recall what I do. A lot of options here. I can ink the Sita, I can ink the Prince, or I can just ink the Sita, play the Prince. I can ink the Prince or the Sita and play the blue. The world is my oyster. I do ink the Prince because Sita does actually set up some pretty big potential blowouts here, especially against all creature deck. But we're going to need to draw a little better. He gets rid of the Peter Pan. He also doesn't really have any Let the Storm Rage on targets. I mean, I guess Mother Gothel is, but I imagine he just follows up with the Rapunzel here. Yes, he does. Lantern's pretty good for that, being able to do the Mother Gothel into Rapunzel a turn earlier, so you don't have to put your Mother Gothel into harm's way. I draw another blue. Yeah, it's not looking good for me here against my top tier A+ opponent. I'm going to quest for 2. I don't think there's any reason to quest with blue here, but maybe I do. I have another one in my hand. I wish that I drew an Inkable. If I drew an Inkable there, I would have inked it, quest for 3, and played the Kita, but I didn't. That's the theme of this game. Drawn pretty poorly. I don't know if I could have won this game one anyway. He's going to ink a Gothel, And I'll play a Lantern. It's funny because I usually actually play a Mufasa deck. Would have been fun to play Mufasa Mirror. Oh well. My blue is gone. He plays a Lady Tremaine. That'll get rid of the other blue. So yeah, the Kita there would have been very good. And he's going to get in there. And I imagine this game is pretty much over. We're just going to concede. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. We needed to draw an Inkable there. I'm just drawing nothing but uninkables. But alright, we're on the play this time. And I know what he's playing, so this deck on the play is very strong. It's pretty strong on the draw as well. So we're going to get rid of the Bare Necessities. Everything else looks pretty good. So, yeah, we're going to keep it. We're going to draw into the second Piglet. We're going to ink the Kita, and we're going to play the Pluto. This sets up a turn 2 Prince, which I really like. A turn 2 Prince is very, very strong. There's not much anybody can do about a turn 2 Prince. So we draw a Beast. We don't need 2 Beasts, so we're going to ink the Beast, and we're going to, rather than play the Piglet, we're going to play the turn 2 Prince. We could have played the Piglet, and then that sets us up to get in there with Piglet on turn 3. But I really, really like playing the Prince there. So they're going to play Snow White and heal up their Stitch. We're going to sing Let the Storm Rage On and kill their Stitch. That's another reason for playing the Prince there, is that it lets us sing Let the Storm Rage On, which I should have mentioned. But I didn't. But yeah, that was another reason for playing the Prince there. And we're actually going to get rid of our second Beast because we have the Rapunzel now. I have this sneaking suspicion that he's going to attack into the Prince because he did that last turn. So I think that might be what he's going to do here. And he's going to put 2 damage on my Prince. And then I'll just Rapunzel it. Yeah, and that's what he does. So this is leading to a pretty big blowout. He's going to play the Pongo. I draw another Rapunzel. Not that I need it. I'm doing a little bit of math. And yeah, I'm going to play Rapunzel. I'm going to draw 2 cards from healing the Prince. I'm going to draw another Rapunzel and a Bare Necessities. We're going to ink the Bare Necessities and just pass the turn. So, yeah, I think this matchup really just comes down to... Well, I could have won game 1 if I didn't mulligan, expecting to be playing Steelsong. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. I should have not just assumed he was playing the deck he always plays. And I could have inked the Bare Necessities. The game might have been a little different. So he actually finally gets to kill the Prince. And he's going to play a Tinkerbell, but I don't envision him catching up this game. Alright, we draw Cinderella. We're actually going to kill his Pongo so that we can draw 3 more cards. I think I like killing his Pongo and drawing 3 cards versus just getting 2 more lore. His clock is the same anyway. He's still a 2-turn clock either way. And now we can play a Cinderella. Yeah, we're going to ink Bare Necessities, and we can play 2 Cinderellas here. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I should just play 2 Cinderellas. But I could just quest. But I think I should just play the other Cinderella. Alright, I play the other Cinderella. And I pass the turn. And he just concedes. Alright, so we're going to go to game 3. On the draw, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we lost the die roll. And we are only seeing 1 low drop again. I would have loved to have seen some Cinderellas, some Kitas, some Stitches, not Stitch, Lilos. We have a lot of 1 and 2 drops, and you know, I just didn't see them. I probably could have mulliganed more here. I probably should have mulliganed the Baloo and the Rapunzel, but I got slightly greedy, and I well, I wanted to keep the Baloo for the turn 3 bodyguard for sure. But I should have gotten rid of the Rapunzel. Being on the draw, we do actually draw into a 1-drop, which is fortunate. But our hand is still kind of junk, and it all really depends on what his hand is. Like if he has like a turn 2 lantern, or if he really gets off to a fast start, I'm gonna have a lot of trouble. I really needed a Cinderella, to be honest with you. He's gonna ink a Mufasa. He just plays the lantern, and then he actually gets to play a Stitch from the lantern. And this is where Cinderella on turn 1 would have been really kind of amazing. But no, we didn't have it. Now we have to hope that he doesn't somehow shift Stitch on his next turn. If he does shift Stitch, we do have a way to remove it, but we can't remove it next turn. So if he shift Stitch here, it's not looking good for us. He's going to ink the mini. And he will actually shift the Stitch, which is a kind of a big uh-oh. I mean, if he doesn't have 1-drops in his hand, then we can kill it before it does too much damage. But I don't know. Not good. Turn 3 Stitch Rockstar on the play. I mean, that's even a turn before along came Zeus. So even if I have Zeus in my hand here, he still would get a turn of being able to play and draw off Stitch. So I'm going to play blue. I'm not going to exert it, because I need the 3 characters to play Strength of Raging Fire, and then also let the Storm Rage on. I gotta hope that he doesn't have too many 1 and 2 drops, and this doesn't get too out of control. And that's a Mother Gothel. He'll draw a card. He's gonna ink the Mufasa. He's gonna play another Lantern. And he actually has a Snow White to heal the Gothel, which, I mean, it's pretty big there actually, because I could have attacked into the Gothel and killed it. Here we draw Bare Necessities. We're just going to ink it, and we can sing, let the Storm Rage on for the Stitch, and then also play Strength of Raging Fire. We can do it in whatever order we want. Doesn't really matter. And had he not had that Snow White, I would have swung into Mother Gothel to kill it, but he did have it, so is what it is. We kill a Stitch, we draw a card, we got a blue. Here I should probably just, well no, here I should, I think I should just attack. I could have done nothing, but I don't know where that actually gets me. I don't mind the attack. Next turn my plan is to ink Piglet and play Beast. So he kills my blue. I go up to 7. And he's going to kill my Lilo. I actually think this match, even on the draw, is very winnable for me, but we just didn't really get good hands in game 1 or 3. In game 1, I made the mistake of inking the wrong card and playing the wrong card, not knowing what I was up against. And that's actually the benefit to playing kind of a roguish deck, is your opponent may not know what you're doing, and they may mess up an early turn. So he plays a Stitch Rockstar, which is, it just goes from bad to worse. He's going to ink the Mother Gothel. But he has no answer for my Beast currently, so we're not dead yet. This could end up a game. I draw 2 cards. I actually draw 2 cards I can play. Here I don't really know what I should do. There's an argument to be made that I should bodyguard the prince and sing to let the Storm Rage on and kill the Snow White, or that I should attack into the Mother Gothel. I do neither of those things. I'm hoping that, like, Maybe he doesn't have much here, but he has another Stitch. He's going to draw 2 more cards. And now the game looks out of reach for me. I don't think. So my deck doesn't really want to get behind. My deck wants to be ahead. But I do draw another extra card off of Beast, which is good. I can play Blue, and I can kill his Lady Tremaine. And I think even this game, if I were just on the play, I would have won. But, yeah, no, we lost the die roll. And I hope that they... Now, I'm not saying I only lost this because I lost the die roll. But, because I could have won this game on the play, I think, especially game 1. But I did make the mistake of casting that Bare Necessities and mulliganing wrong, assuming that he was playing something else. But if I were on the play, I probably would have won this match. And I hope that they fix. I hope that they fix the play advantage at some point. The best of 2 solution doesn't actually fix anything. Like, it doesn't. Winning on the draw is actually more important in the best of 2 than it was in the best of 3. So now he plays a Scar, and that will seal the deal. And yeah, there's no shame losing to this person, which is what I just did. I actually think my rating was higher than his was, judging by the amount of points I lost. But hardcore rating doesn't really matter. Tournament results are the only thing that matter. So, yeah. So there goes my board, and there goes the game. And there's a Peter Pan. His Peter Pans have not been impressive. So, I don't know. I think his deck maybe has a little more work to do. Beat me, though. But, like I said, not a good matchup. My deck is hoping to play against decks that require spells to win. And that didn't happen here. So, oh well. Womp womp.